Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU, the mighty mega spammer, continuing on with my Civilization 5 video series. Last time I discovered that there is the Zulu border right next to where I want to plank down a city, so my hopes are that the enemy city is further than 3 tiles away from this location where I want to plank a city. If that's the case, then theoretically I think I should be able to still continue constructing a city in this location, but if that is not the case, then I will be mad. It might be possible that the Zulus just rushed to get this tile, but I don't think there's anything on it, so that's highly unlikely. Anyway, in the meantime, what else is happening? Well, the music is playing, which is all nice and dandy. I'm about to finish my watermill. I'm still in two minds if I should try to still get my Stonehenge or if I should try to rush to Oracle. Obviously, Oracle is more important to me, and there's a higher probability that I can get it before my enemies if I continue to go with it. However, Stonehenge is also incredibly important to my plans, and if I want to win this game, then it's just more likely going to happen if I get Stonehenge, right? Because extra faith at this early on would allow me to basically have more faith than I would get from a temple. As you can see, temple gives you +2 faith per turn, Stonehenge gives you +5, and a great engineer point, which is good because I actually do not want to make a temple, right? Why? Because there is this technology later on that leads called theology. It allows you to unlock the Hagia Sophia, or whatever you're supposed to pronounce it. I'm actually not sure, I'm sorry. But basically what it does, it actually gives you a free temple, for which you do not even have to pay. And I usually try to avoid temple and rush for Hagia Sophia if at all possible. So that's what I'm going to try and achieve this time as well. Sounds like a solid idea, doesn't it? Anyway, what I do need to do is kill those barbarians and send my villagers, settlers, whatever they're called, closer to this area to scout the area around and see how it goes. In the meantime, I can continue. Well, this mine is actually already repaired. That's very nice. Let's repair some wheat. Instantly repaired. That's what I like to see, boys. I'm almost impressed. Now, I think I had actually some kind of a plan on how to approach this area, but I don't remember. It has been a while since I made the last Civilization 5 video. By the way, I'm impressed because recently I have been trying how to approach this. I think that I attack this archer with this warrior. I'll approach for this angle and attacking him like that, and this guy will set up on this hill in a nice location to attack the encampment from. So I'll do just that. And Zulus, you sons of bastards! What are you doing here? Get out of here! It is my location. Anyway, I hope that they will withdraw after I kill this archer. But it is also very much possible that they just are looking for trouble and are willing to actively kill my forces and capture my cellar. If that's the case, I'm not only going to be mad, I'm gonna kill them all! I still plan to kill them all regardless. I mean, I am kind of an aggressive person, aren't I? But this would just speed up the inevitable, and if I were them, I would want to live for as long as possible. You're gonna die one day regardless, so all we're trying to achieve is just living a little bit longer, isn't it? Anyway, I think that's it for my turn. I did prepare a queue, right? There's nothing else that awaits my orders at this particular point in time. Man, I really want to go for Stonehenge. I really do. Well, no, but I do want to rush Watermill first. Oh boy, it's so risky. It's so risky, I cannot actually make up my mind. Man. If I could get aristocracy, then I would actually believe I could do this, but I just recently acquired a new social policy. There's no way I'll get aristocracy anytime soon. Besides, I'm saving for meritocracy to get access to a great engineer. Choices! I hate you. Whatever, let's end the turn, see what the Zulus do. I hope that they retreat. No, they stay here like bastards they are. Sons of bastards. I know I'm repeating myself, but really that's who they are. That's exactly who they are. Alright, you're not moving, I'm not moving either, you sons of... Alright, I'll stop it. But seriously, I want this town. It is rightfully mine because I say that it is, right? And you have to listen to me, otherwise I will just kill you at some point in time. Right now I have no doubt that if I go to my advanced council, he's going to say that they're not to be trifled with, but that's not the same as they could wipe me off the face of the earth or whatever this guy tends to say in those situations. So this means that I have a fighting chance against them. Well, right now I don't, because I only have 2 warriors against their 3 warriors, who I believe are all... I cannot actually see their upgrades, which is rather annoying, oh well. But I bet they have some reasonable upgrades and whatnot, and I can reinforce my armies and I'm fighting on defensible locations, but I don't want to fight right now. I want to have my city over here. Right, let's wait for a little bit longer. I can skip an additional 10. And yes, they moved, and in the, not in the next 10, but the 10 after that, it will be, yeah, well, they were shut up. It will be the big test if I can actually find a city on this tile. I do not see a city anywhere, and I think I would have seen it if it was anywhere near. I think, I might not be correct, but those are my hopes at any rate. And if I can settle a city over here, there's no way in a billion years they would capture it. There's a river guarding me from the south. There are some planes from the east, so they could go in with force from this location. But from north, that would be a difficult, you know, approach. And I control the west, obviously. Sea, there's no way they have any sea resources because their capital is not near the sea. Unless they have another city, which is actually next to the sea, which is a possibility. It is a possibility indeed. Let us repair my gold souls, so that's nice. I'm gonna have myself some more happiness, always very, very useful. My archers are ready to join the fight, but they are also my scouts. Actually, are they my scouts? Yes, they are. I keep forgetting if they are or if they are not. So, what do I want to do? Do I want to join the fight or do I want to scout ahead? Actually, I can do both. This area is still unscouted and it is where the conflict is probably going to happen, so yeah, let's just keep moving in this general direction. I want to keep 1 warrior around the back so that I can protect my towns if there are more barbarians coming, which there will be, trust me. If there is one thing you can count on, it's the fact that barbarians, they will come again. Right, is Marrakesh going for Stonehenge? I do not see Stonehenge anywhere being built. And from what I know, they are the prime candidate from Stonehenge being built because, yeah, they went for piety straight away. That's what I didn't like about Marrakesh from the start. Right, let's see how it goes. Let's end the turn, and I will in fact drink my juice. I would lie if I said that I wasn't afraid a little bit, because it should be theoretically the same juice I always drank. But the cover looks totally different, as if they were rebranding or something. So, I'm a little bit worried, slightly worried. Let's have a drink test and see if I can spell this. Yes, I can! Let's drink a juice while I'm selling my city right at the enemy's doorstep. Still the same good old lovely juice. I'm very, very happy indeed. Alright, you dear bastards, you're not gonna have this location, it is mine. I'm already a little bit mad that they stole my barbarian encampment and I wanted the gold that was within it. But that's fine. If anything, they just did the job for me. Or something along those lines. I'm trying to offend them, okay? I'm not doing the best job of it, I know, but I'm trying regardless. Right, I actually do not have walls yet, which is a problem. But anyway, there is an important thing. I just found a new city. It has 1 citizen in it. What do I want to start with now that I have more options than just Monument itself? Well, Monument is still a pretty safe deal to go for. Because it does give you culture, which is very important. Not only it would allow me to expand and grab the lands that otherwise could belong to the Zulus, but also what is important is that it would allow me to get some more social policies faster. However, the downside of this is that I wouldn't be able to get my watermill. And watermill is an amazing structure indeed, which I'm going to go for. Why? Just have a look at this. It doesn't cost a whole ton of production. I mean, as you can see, it costs as much as library 50 industry. And yeah, granite costs 40 and monument costs 26. 26 is a lot less, but what does it give you in return? 2 food and 1 production. This 1 production is invaluable for new cities, as is the +2 food, and that's exactly why, in my opinion, you should always rush watermill when you have the chance, because it does always pay for itself very, very quickly indeed. I love a lot. Of course, there are exceptions. If I had some wheat or deer or whatever nearby, then I would obviously rush granary instead, because it would give me a ton of food for nothing. And if that was not the case and we're not on a river, I would probably go either for monument or shrine. I'd probably go for monument and then for a shrine. Reason being, I do need the culture ASAP, and that's simply what I would focus on. Thank you very much. Alright, Yudia says just have a quick look. Oh, higher barbarian encampment. That's a good thing I moved over there. Now I know that there are indeed some bodies that I need to be wary of. Alright. What else should I do? Well, I actually would like to have a little bit more food in my capital, but I would also like to have a little bit more production. Now, can I actually create a lumber mill? I don't remember that at all. No, indeed I cannot. That's technology that is far beyond my reach at this particular point in time. So instead, I'll just continue focusing on food and production. Now, I want to see what my city is currently working on. Alright, it is working on 2 of my plots of food, and everything else goes straight into production, including this town, which are hills. So what I'm thinking is that since I'm currently focusing on production for obvious reasons, I just move to this town and make a mine and then another mine over here to increase my production advantage even further, because as you remember, on demographics I still have the biggest production out of all players, despite the fact that I'm pretty rubbish in other areas. Zulus have the most terrifying army, which kind of worries me a little. And I have the second worst army, as it turns out, but I do not have the worst army, so it's something, I guess. Alright, Yudia says, stay right here and be ready to defend from the Zulus, which they will attack me. I mean, AI does not take this kind of events lightly. They will declare war on me as soon as they feel like they are ready, and this will happen relatively quickly as soon as this guy says that they can... something about total annihilation and whatnot. I don't remember what exactly he says, but we'll know. Trust me, we'll know if they are ready to attack. They could attack right away, but I think that the AI is too smart. They know that behind a river I have a very good defensible position and I could slaughter them in this choke point where their numbers count to nothing. Is that what they say at this part? I don't think it is. It has been a while since I watched the 300. Oh well. Mombasa desires a trade route. Now, I still have not introduced the trade routes to you. The reason for that is fairly simple. I was focusing on grabbing my wonders. It is very annoying though, because trade routes are very important, especially when you're trying to settle new cities like Krakow. Because they really allow you to boost the food and production of those cities, and also right now that would be useful. For example, by establishing a trade route with Mombasa, this would improve our diplomatic relationships greatly, and in fact it would make me their friends straight away, giving me +2 food in my capital if I remember correctly, which is a big deal in case you were wondering. Right, what I want to do in the future is attack this barbarian continent. I will be able to kill those guys after a long period of time, but I will be able to kill them right in the end, which is all that I care about, to be quite frankly honest with you. Alright, Zulus are about to gain access to gold, that's good to know. Can I actually trade with... oh yeah, I cannot, because I don't have abundance of any luxury resources anywhere. Well, at least I know that. Also, why does it say 1910s? On watermill, I swear it said that it is going to be faster. Oh yeah, 20 tests. No, it's all good, it's exactly what it was supposed to be. Right, it said 20 and now it's 19. That's logical, I don't know why I freaked out. Then again, I'm exactly the kind of guy that likes to freak out every once in a while, so you know how it goes. I'm surprised the Zulus still did not comment on the fact that I sat right next to them. Let's see our relations. They cover the lands that I currently own. Well, that was to be expected. But same go... oh no, Morocco actually wants the wonders that I made, so they clearly want to go for wonders. I still do not see Stonehenge anywhere, and I'm very close to actually finishing it. Within 2 turns I will have it, and then wonderful things will happen, but keep in mind, there are 3 civilizations, I did not discover it, and either one of them could have gone for Stonehenge, and actually they still might get it before I do, which would be bad. Now, what I just noticed is that I could have actually made a farm on those hills. Because I was next to a river, it was actually a possibility. Those would actually allow me to grow population faster in Warsaw, which would be good. But on the other hand, right now, as I said, I care about production more than anything, because I want to rush those 2 particular wonders. Then I care about food, and then I'll just spam farms all around this area. Right, what do I want next? I'm thinking about Sekes. Happiness is always good, especially if I want to settle a new city, which I do. Same goes for Ducal Sable, but actually what I really want is another settler. And I want to settle a new city somewhere over here. I'm not exactly sure where. I mean, annoyingly enough, Kiev actually got the sugar, but that was to be expected. This is right next to them. But I could be close enough to actually grab the gems. If I settle like over here, 1, 2, 3, yeah, that's close enough to get access to gems. I would be in a grassland, I would have access to fish, to this sea, which is probably just a big lake and not actually a sea, but whatever. Close to wheat, close to salt, 1, 2, 3, yeah, very close. I wouldn't have access to cattle or those sheep, but then I could settle yet another city somewhere like here and gain access to those things. So I like this location right here where the grassland is. And that's where I'm going to try and settle whenever I can. In the meantime, I will continue scouting, see how many troops the Zulus have. A reasonable amount, but still they're not too scary. Thankfully. Keep in mind, right now I'm feeling safe only because of my defensible position. It would be very difficult to assault my city from over here. I did not make a city on a hill, which means that it is not as defensible as I would like, perhaps, but it's still reasonably defensible nevertheless. Right. This looks interesting. Maybe there's a choke point over there. I want to see it. Oh, there's a barbarian encampment over here. That's annoying. I want to leave this barbarian encampment over here because then it will just continue bothering the Zulus, hopefully buying me a little bit more time before they attack. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just going to leave those guys alone and run away in the opposite direction. I'll just try to sweep past them, but I don't think I can do that, in fact. I'll see. I'll think about it. You heal up, that you attacked, that was a brave attempt. You kinda almost died in the process, but I appreciate it regardless, brave soldier of the new world and whatnot. In the meantime, what kind of technology do I want to go for next? I could go for Statue of Zeus because, hey, the more wonders the better. And this is actually a very good wonder, but I don't have honor and I'm not gonna get it just for an additional wonder. I could go for Peralfrelon, which I cannot pronounce. I didn't even try, I'm gonna be honest, but I could go for it. It is a decent one, gives you extra culture, gives you a free Great War of that, which is always nice. It allows you to start amassing tourism even in classical era, which is great. But what I'm thinking is more important is, first of all, getting the Colosseum. Why? Because this would actually allow me to mitigate the unhappiness that would the amount of cities I'm going to generate. And B, I also kind of want to rush theology. First of all, I would get to medieval era relatively quickly, which gives me a free social policy, if you remember. And secondly, this would give me access to all of those beautiful wonders, which yet again, I would love to rush. I just love rushing wonders, I'm sorry, that's who I am. Right. Colossus would be nice as well, but right now Krakow is nowhere near good enough to actually get Colossus. And why do I keep thinking about wonders? Anyway, time for a manly decision. Do I want to go? Actually, Lighthouse would be great. As would Great Lighthouse, but yeah, we all know that. Right, I do need walls though. And so I'm gonna go for walls because they're gonna allow Krakow to hopefully survive against the Zulu assault. Then, since I already have masonry anyway, I might go for construction, and indeed I will. And then rush theology. That's my plan for the next 2 billion years. Which is more or less accurate. I mean, we started at what? 4000 BC, now it's 1300 BC, so yeah, everything is going reasonably fast, and somebody is attacking the Zulu. Are those... Stonehenge!
Crumbles things. Everything grows old and is forgotten under the power of time.
Ooh, spooky. I do love this artwork though, especially with this kind of creepy ambience that is playing right now. Almost makes me want to live in those times. Almost makes a big difference though, because they lived in pretty prophetic times, so I would not laugh. I do not want to live in the times at all. I like having a computer and whatnot, but still, you know what I mean. I mean, if they had magic, then I would probably accept the offer of living in their times, but I don't think they did. Anyway, what did attack them? Oh, it was a single archer. I thought it was actually, how is it called? I thought it was a chariot archer, because it was a single arrow, and that's usually what chariot archer fires. But no, it was just a half-dead archer. Alright, good to know. So far, Zulu are also moving on to the opposite side of where I am, so maybe they're actually planning on doing something else than invading me. Now there's a problem. Those barbarians, they'll burn my wheat, they'll burn my houses. Which is a pretty cool thing to do, but that's what they're going to do. I cannot possibly stop them, they'll just walk this way. And I cannot do anything to stop them, as I said. I can start moving in this direction, it will take forever. And I think I have to do this. As annoying as it is. Alright, let's start moving then. Anyway, Stonehenge is mine. That's very good. This probably puts me in the lead in terms of faith. Monaco, it probably has a temple, and since it has a piety policy, then it is probably very decent in terms of the, you know, faith lead. But now with my newly acquisition of Stonehenge, I should be able to actually beat them to the first world religion. Which would be very positive indeed, thank you very much. And why is it 20 turns now? What happened? Oh, I see, I'm no longer in a golden age. Oops. And I'm also even losing money because of that. I almost said dust. Too much endless space, I guess. Anyway. Wow, that's a lot of troops. Zulus definitely want somebody dead. I just do not know who yet. And, of course, as expected, they're gonna ban my wheat. Well, worse things could happen, I guess. You know what? I actually might create a farm on this land. Nah, I really do want to rush the Oracle, even at the cost of stagnation. Then I'll actually be able to live a normal life, more or less. Anyway, where do you think the Zulus are going? I don't know, I'm gonna go over here and try and see. I still do not see another civilization, so I have no idea what they're planning. I only know that I don't like it, because I don't trust them, obviously. Who trusts the Zulus? But I don't think they are willing to attack me right now, since they are moving the troops away, and that's a good time for me to move my warriors back and attack this barbarian thread before they start spawning like crazy, burning everything that I possess and hold dear. So let's end this turn, wait for the barbarians to be annoying and ban my wheat and or horses, which is, as I said, a cruel act. Yeah, they're gonna ban my horses. And pointing sticks, I have like nothing. Wow. Wow, okay, that's good to know. I do have access to walls though, which I'm not going to make anytime soon. I really need some more archers, because archers from this position between this mountain and my city, they would be perfectly defended and able to just rain death on the opponent. I really need archers. In fact, I need this so badly, I'm gonna move my scouts back. After I scout a little bit more. Nothing here. What are the Zulus doing? Did he just send an entire army this direction to make sure that my archers follow them and then attack me while my archers are away? This would be an ingenious plan. I don't believe AI is capable of doing such a thing, but you know, it would be an ingenious plan nevertheless. Alright, let's attack those barbarians. Come! So still had some movement left. Alright, we both dealt the exact same amount of damage to each other, which is suboptimal, but hey, I will go with that. Ulysses. Farm would be really nice, but I'm gonna go for protection. Yeah, there's nothing here that is worth attention, and we can end the turn. Let me drink a little bit more juice, since I like it so much. Alright. My guy actually leveled up, that's very nice. Now, do you think he's going to survive the next assault of the barbarians? If they did 27 damage, which is what they did last time, and I stop and heal, then I'll heal 10, and I'll be back to 29, which will mean that I will survive this assault, especially with the defensive bonus. So I should survive, and if that's the case, then Medic is better for the future than anything else. You keep moving in this general direction. I do want to kill those barbarian bastards. I keep abusing the word bastards, I know, but oh great. Oh great, they cut me off! It was a scheme, it was a trap all wrong. Where was Admiral Akbar when you needed him? And I cannot even, oh no, I cannot even go back. I cannot go back unless I go through this way where barbarians can just attack me, their archers can poof holes in my tiny puny little bodies. I cannot embark on the sea because I don't have the skill yet, and the Zulus can attack me in the meantime. This is so bad. It almost feels like I'm playing against a human player who's controlling both barbarians and the Zulus. It really does. Or maybe I'm just exaggerating and everything is fine. That's a possibility as well, and I hope that it's indeed the case. Now, Kiev desires marble, you're not gonna get it from me, I'm afraid. Alright, Barbarians attack, they will not be successful in killing my guys, not at all. Only that 17 damage, I would survive even if I didn't defend. Actually I wouldn't, because I did get defensive bonus, but you know what I mean. Right, let's start moving actually. I'll be on a hill, it will give me a terrain bonus, and those guys might not even attack me. They didn't attack settlers that were right next to them, so you know, everything might happen. Right, you actually keep healing. And you are going to change your orders. I'm going to change your orders and send this guy right here to start attacking those spearmen. Sounds like a better idea. So that I can, you know, attack them from two sides and always keep an eye on one of those. And this should be all wonderful and wondrous. Anyway, construction is almost here. It's not like it really matters. I'm not at this point in time, but it might matter in the future. Anyway, Zulus annihilating the archer, that's to be expected. At least they have one warrior still in this area, which is nice. But, oh, right, they're moving to attack. I know it. My gut feeling says they are. They moved to the opposite side of the river so that they are not stopped by anything. They can just rain death on my troops, and there is little I can do to stop them. Right, let's move this. Yeah, they are everywhere. That's, I have no doubts whatsoever. That's what they are going to do now. It's... that's a definitive thing. Now, in case you're wondering why I didn't finish this guy off with my warriors to give them more experience. Fairly simple, I want them to heal up as much as possible, as quick as possible, because more barbarians will be coming, no doubt, and I want to be ready for them. So buying time is the best thing I can do right now, in my honest opinion. What do I want to do next? I could heal my horses. It would give me access to... actually, yeah, it would give me access to cavalry, and with cavalry I would possibly be able to absolutely annihilate those warriors and archers. Especially if I had Ducal stables, but I'm not gonna get them and soon enough. Still, horses would be very helpful. Alright, let's keep moving. Tell me that you're not ally of Zulus. You're not, that's good. They still desire trade route, you're not gonna get it anytime soon, I'm afraid. Do I still want to go for the settler? Not yet. First of all, oh, hanging guard. I want hanging guard still. Come on, what is wrong with me? Right. Restrain yourself, Pancake. There are more important things. For example, one of them is a catapult. A catapult. I make it. I settle it over here somewhere. It can rain death on my enemies and hopefully make me survive. And I do want to survive, in case you were not aware of this, but Alright, still, oh my dear, holy cake of doom and horrible nature.
Three things are to be looked to.
Yeah. Do you see this army? They're gonna annihilate me now. Okay, yeah. Alright. Gun on the scale. Oh my dear, holy Toledo. Give me a break. And a settler I don't care about, but do you see this? I knew they had an advantage, but they... Oh, now he says they can have an army that can wipe us off the planet. That's when AI attacks. When AI has this kind of advantage, it always automatically declares war no matter what, even if we were friends before. And we were never really friends with the Zulus, were we? Alright, what are my options? I can declare war first, attack those archers, deal a moderate amount of damage, and that's about it. Then they annihilate my warrior and take out my city because they just have too many numbers. My city has like no defense. My other warriors are so far away. If this was a single player game that I were not recording, I would save right here and just try to, you know, try hard for my victory. Try hard for my victory? That sounds strange. Anyway, no! I was supposed to get the horses. Now I'm so dead. Actually, I was supposed to go for the catapult first anyway, so yeah, it's not too bad yet, for now. Man, I need to get more warriors, but they're too far. What about you? Can you get anything relatively quick? Anything at all? Mostly walls I'm concerned about, but no. I can get scout! It's all good, guys, I can get a scout. I cannot even buy a scout. Right. Monaco, what? We are not even friends. If we were friends, I could ask them to actually give me money. Because you can do that if you have a declaration of friendship, but that's not really the case. And I would actually sacrifice happiness to get some money to buy a troop. But then again, I can only sacrifice either 1 unit of gold or 1 unit of salt. If I go sacrifice any more than that, I'll be unhappy, and that unhappiness reduces your combat effectiveness. That would be bad. Alright, maybe this guy likes me enough to actually ask him to be my friend just for the sake of it. Maybe I can give him...
Is
Nah,
he?
I cannot give him anything. Right. Please be my friend, despite everything you might think of me. Right. That was my only hope. I'm gonna be honest. I might lose Krakow. Unless I declare war first. Then the enemy will have Casus Belli though. The enemy factions will think less of me. They will believe that I'm a warmongering menace to the world, and they'll try to punish me as a direct result of that. Should I try to get catapults before Oracle? Is anybody going for Oracle just yet? I don't think AI would go for it this quickly. Right. Rush catapult. I don't care. Oracle will give me access to a great engineer and whatnot, and I need the great engineer, but not this badly. Now I just need to survive somehow. Now, do I attack and try to kill the enemy's archers, or do I defend, hope that the enemy doesn't declare war on me this turn, which he might? Or do I end the video right here? This would be kind of an annoying thing to do for you, I believe, but then again, it's half an hour. That's as long as I make my videos. You know what? I'll wait for your tips, right? I'll post another End of Space video in the meantime, so you will probably have some time to give me tips before I record the next civilization video. So please tell me, should I declare war on the Zulus and attack those archers, right? To minimize the threat of the enemy troops and hopefully make Krakow survive until reinforcements can come and until catapult is ready, or should I alternatively just stay in a defensive position rather, so I'm over here, pray that the Zulus do not attack me in this turn, and that's about it. I don't know, if any ideas whatsoever, share them, I need them. In the meantime, it was PANCZASU, the mighty mix spammer. If you somehow managed to enjoy my videos, then please do by all means like and subscribe to my channel if you wish to see more. Leave a comment for the reasons I just explained. And that's about it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you online.